Hi, I'm Paul Brodie, back in the shop again. Man behind the camera, mystery man Mitch. So what we're doing today is I've got some parts. They arrived from England a few days ago. These are electrical parts. This is the ignition system for the Aermacchi. They came from RSS in the UK. RSS is Rex's speed shop. I thought the price is very reasonable, including shipping. We got the pickup, the high tension coil, we got the circuit board, which is an updated version of the Lucas reader, and 150 pounds for everything, including shipping. So thumbs up for that, because I know I can pay a lot more. Missing a few things though. It's missing the Reluctor. I did a sketch. This is not to scale at all. This is going to be made out of this piece of cold roll. It does not have to be anything exotic. And it's also missing a box for the circuit board, but I have a piece of aluminum, bit heavy, but we can shave some weight off. So that's going to get mounted like so. And then there's a paste, a thermal paste. And it didn't come with a kit. I had to buy it over here from an electronic shop. This is the paste that goes in between the heat sink and the circuit board. So I don't know how many of these I need. I bought 3. They're a couple bucks each. And so you spread the paste around, and that's what soaks the heat from the circuit into the heat sink. So there's some little holes there. I think I want to use 3 mil Allen screws. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those are the pieces which we're going to make today. So the pickup, it mounts on top of this. See here, this goes into the glasses on. That mounts into there. I have to do a couple little slots for the 5 mil screws that hold it. And then the Reluctor spins around. And then this is the pickup. And it gets mounted like so, and then you can move it back and forth because there's an air gap of 12 thou. So that's the parameters. This bolt here, which fits in the Aermacchi flywheel shaft. This is the sprocket shaft, 7 millimeters. That's not a common size at all. So let's go to the lathe. Let's start machining. We're going to make a Reluctor. I don't know where that name came from, but that's what they call it. Thanks for hanging out in the shop. If you didn't watch the last video, I'm using my new tailstock spinner. So this is the first time it's being actually used. We're looking for 5.5 degrees. So something like about, I mean, how accurate is this really? Looks like it's, we'll try that. Okay, we can use another tool bit now. So I'm checking the wall thickness now. So it's not a perfect system, but you can see here, that's the gap in there. So I still got some more metal to take off because I'm saving weight, right? This is the Aermacchi. So we have to machine this down. That's where the degree wheel fits on. Well, there's an adapter and the degree wheel fits onto that. So that's what we're working on now, the end of the Reluctor. Okay, the next step is the rotary table on the mill, but we got the vise in it right now, so we're going to work on the box that holds the circuit board because it's set up for that. Then we'll switch over to the rotary table. We'll finish off the Reluctor. What's going to happen here is this is the heat sink, so this has to be sunk in. So I'm going to make some marks on this, and I don't think I'm gonna close this off because on the bike it's gonna have a bunch of fins like so. After I tap the holes, I'll know how far the holes go, and then I can make fins. Remember that? There's gonna be a whole bunch of fins, and then it's gonna get mounted like that, and we're gonna use these guys because it needs to be shock mounted. So these are just rubber, I don't know what they call them, isolation dampers. So these will get screwed in. So I think this is the only piece of metal I found. I didn't have to go buy metal. And look at that. There's just enough room on each side, I believe. So we're going to make it work. Let's see what happens here. There we go. Fits. So we're going to take off some metal between here in here. That's going to let the wires out. Okay, there we go. That fits in there quite nicely. So we're going to mark the holes now. And we'll drill some holes. I'll use some Loctite on these screws because I don't want to torque down onto the circuit board, and it's going to have the thermal grease on it too, so if you squish too much, all the thermal grease will squish out, and that's not what we want. And there is 6 holes, and I have to tap them. But I think we might work on the Reluctor again now, get that little cam thing milled. So let's do that. Okay, so this is the tap drill. It's a 5mm tap drill for the 6mm thread. That's what holds on the adapter that holds on the degree wheel. That's what we're doing. Okay. That was a bit of work to save a little weight. Okay, so now we're going to work on this now. We're going to mill that away so that we're left with that. That's what came from England from the Bladden brothers. They were really helpful to me, and they supplied quite a few drawings. Okay, this one mounts on the camshaft, so it spins at half engine speed, so that's why you need 2. Mine's mounting on the crankshaft, so I just need 1. That's why I don't have 2. Only 1. So you can see the shape starting to take place, can't you? So this should be the right size now. Then we just have to get the width of the, whatever it is. Someone's going to tell me the name. Now we have to get this size right, and I'm going to check my drawing. And from here to here is 40 thou. So we need, I'm not sure if that's crucial or not, but we're going to make it to the drawing if we can. 40 thou. That says we're 75 thou too big. That's a lot. So what I'm going to do is, see, I've come right to the edge. So I'm going to turn the table, and I'm going to take little cuts off. And we'll see how that works. See how it's taking little cuts there? because this side is sharp, so that's not a problem. And this way I can incrementally do it. Okay, I'm 9. It's hard to know. I feel like I'm right on the edge. That says I'm 8 over. Okay, so let's do one more cut. That's it. Okay, a little bit more. I'm trying to bring it back very slowly. 23. Okay, 1.5 over, and then it pulls off the edge. So we're good. Wow, what a lot of work for a little piece. So Mitch and I have talked about it. This is going to be part 1. We will do part 2 next time because we didn't even get to the fins on the heatsink. So hope you've enjoyed hanging out in the shop. Mitch and I like coffees, as you know. Please buy us some coffees. Like, subscribe. Take care. We'll see you next time.